just like regular pizza. I went to the grocery store and saw how much cauliflower pizzas cost. Guys, they're so expensive, so we're making it at home. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're making a healthier version of a traditional pepperoni pizza. Now, I don't know how many of you have tried buying a cauliflower pizza at the grocery store. They were so expensive. I literally couldn't believe, because I know box pizzas sometimes tend to be a little less expensive than ordering out, but guys, this was not the case. So I was like, we have to make it at home and we're gonna make it cleaner and taste better. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna need is some rice cauliflower. Now this, you get it from the frozen food section. I'm gonna use 2 bags just so that I can have like a decent crust on it. We're gonna put this in the microwave and I'm gonna show you a step that you cannot miss. Guys, if you make it straight out of the bag, it will turn out to be a hot mess. So let's get this in there and then I'm gonna show you how simple it is to make a cauliflower crust that actually tastes good. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and cut a little corner. You just want to go ahead and drain, squeeze out all the excess water from the cauliflower. Okay, so this is what your cauliflower is going to look like after you've drained it. Okay, if you don't drain it, it would be watery and mushy. You do not want that. You want it to be like this, okay, where it is almost like dry. But as you can see, I just want to show you how this is not wet. It is just nice and kind of fluffy already. This is what you're looking for to have a nice crispy cauliflower crust, okay? So we have our 2 bags of cauliflower. Now we're gonna add in an egg and some Parmesan cheese. So this is like the grated parm. You can use like the block, you can use the bag that has parm. So you just want your Parmesan cheese either way. A little egg. Now I'm gonna do a little bit of seasoning. You can do Italian, you can do garlic, onion, oregano. I'm gonna add in a little oregano into our crust. If you want a lot of flavor, you can do that. If you wanna keep it more plain Jane, just add a little bit of salt and pepper. Do a little garlic powder. Remember that cauliflower is pretty neutral in taste, so whichever seasonings you add, that's what it'll take on. Now let's mix. Okay, so this is what you're looking for in terms of texture. Now, it's not mushy, it's not dry, it's right in the middle. But this is gonna be perfect once we press it in as our crust. You will see how it turns out nice and crispy and perfect. So, moving on, we have our little pizza pan. We're gonna spray it with a little avocado oil and place everything right in the middle. We're gonna go ahead and press it in. And the bigger you want your pizza, just use a little more cauliflower. So if you want like a huge pizza or you wanna make several, then you would just double. So I'm just trying to make it as even as possible. Our crust is going in. Make sure that your oven is preheated to 375. And we're gonna put it in for about 10 to 15 minutes. You wanna kind of keep an eye on it, just if this is your first time making it in your oven, just because all ovens are different, but you want it to basically get like a nice golden brown color. So I'll show you what it should look like when it's done. All right, guys, so our crust is all done. Now, just like you would any normal pizza, you're gonna add your sauce. You can do a white sauce, you can do barbecue sauce, like if you're making a barbecue chicken pizza. I'm gonna do marinara. You can also use pizza sauce, which is a little thicker, and our cheese. I'm using just a mozzarella, but again, you can literally use your cheese of choice. And a little pepperoni action. Now, I love pepperoni, so we are not gonna be skimpy. You can also use a turkey pepperoni. You can add sausage, veggies, onion, like, you know, literally whatever you would typically add. This is just a very traditional pepperoni pizza here. I always like to add a tiny bit of mozzarella on top of the pepperonis, just a little sprinkle, because when it melts, it leaves like that nice little crust on it, you know? And now obviously everything is completely cooked. We're just gonna add it back in until it gets nice and melty, and then we're ready to eat. All right, guys, so now we are just cutting right in. I left mine longer, but that's only because I like mine extra crispy. Like I like mine to be like a cracker crispy, okay? So as you can see, we have nice little crispy edges here. And now we're just gonna taste. Cheers. just like regular pizza. Nice and thin. All the flavor, good texture. Guys, if you love pizza and you're not trying to pay the price of the low-carb cauliflower crust at the grocery store, you guys have to try this. I'm gonna go ahead and leave the recipe in the description below. All right guys, if you like this video, make sure you hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Turn your post notifications on so that you don't miss any of my future videos. Guys, thanks so much for being here. I love you and I will see you on my next video. Mwah.